Hello everybody! Welcome to the stream. I am Monanex, your adventurer and traveler of worlds. And happy Halloween, everyone! It is our third stream week of Spooktober, and it's also the last one because, well, it is Halloween. There's nothing more after Halloween. So, it's going to be a big event today. There are going to be a couple of things we're going to be doing today. For this stream, we are going to be starting by finishing the last level of Pumpkin Jack. There's only one level remaining, and then afterwards, I will be going over what I did last weekend when I went to the Reverse 1999 first anniversary offline exhibition. And then the next stream afterwards, which I've set up for 2:30, but the time is just simply a placeholder. It's simply meant to just be a block of the schedule because I'll go straight to it as fast as I can after this stream ends. But in the second stream, the second part of the stream, we will be doing Tomb Raider Anniversary. We will be exploring the Croft Manor because I thought that would be a good Halloween-esque special, like going through a mansion, haunted or not. In this case, it isn't necessarily haunted, but that doesn't still excuse the fact that it's another mansion exploration. Rin, Dysphoria, hello! How was your Minecraft stream on Twitch earlier? Yeah, I'm very glad you can make it. If you need to do anything for yourself as well, just such as getting some water, or getting something to eat as a snack if you didn't have anything during the stream, feel free to do so. Otherwise, I am going to be getting straight to it, because like I said before, we have ourselves a long stream marathon, so let's get straight into the game. Alright, give me a second to set everything up on the computer. And if you... It was good. I'm glad to catch your stream. Thank you, Rin. Rin, Dysphoria is also known as Rin, according to their Twitch page. Anyways, let me just type in... If you haven't done so already... Oh. Where are those stream avatars again? Keep forgetting. They should be appearing any moment now. Any moment now. There's mine. Rin, just type something in the chat, and then your stream avatar will appear as per the norm. So, anyways, if you don't have a stream avatar, I mean, you'll have a stream avatar if you enter the chat, but if you want to have your own stream avatar, all you gotta do is just use this special link that I'm about to enter in with the magic words. Let's see. Are these the right magic words? There they are. Stream avatars. GUI, if you could provide the link. Thank you very much. You can use this link to customize your own stream avatar if you have not done so already. But yeah, without further ado, let's really get into the game this time. So let me just turn on my chatting music for now, and pause it as well. There we go. And then let's turn the launcher. There we go. And this. Yep, I see your stream avatar, Rin. Yeah, the game is working right now. And so, if you have not been to one of my Pumpkin Jack streams in the last 2 streams, this game is a spooky 3D platformer reminiscent of Medieval on the PlayStation 1, as well as its remake on the PlayStation 4. And there are collectibles to get in the game. There are 5 gift boxes in each level, and each one of them gives a letter written by Stingy Jack, the main protagonist of the game. Wanting a body from Santa Claus? and just getting annoyed each time Santa does not respond back or give him what he wants. And speaking of which, this is our protagonist right there, Pumpkin Jack. And we've gotten some skins for him. Kind Jack is the free one that we get, that was released with the holiday update. Oh, wow, I didn't know my mouse did that. Anyways. And then we got the lumber, the cowboy, the samurai, the inspector, and the skeleton that we've all purchased. And then we have one more skin, but we can't unlock it yet. We need to collect the last 20 crow skulls, which are another set of collectibles, in order to get the buzzard skin. We can purchase it from the menu, and I haven't done so yet, but I will do it at the end. And so far Jack has gone through a spooky cornfield, a haunted mine, the cursed swamp, a war-torn skeleton, and a spooky cemetery, and collected 20 crow skulls, 5 presents, and 1 gramophone within each of the levels. We just have 1 more gramophone, 20 more crow skulls, and 5 more presents up in the north where the wizard is awaiting us, which is Jack's mission to find and defeat the wizard. So without further ado, let's continue. And I will be using a guide for this one, just to speed things along and help me in case I get lost, so I don't have to replay the level again. So anyways, we have 6 weapons. The recent one we got is this magic orb that shoots crows. Kaka! The architect gave you a new spell during the loading screen. Try it. Yeah, I mentioned... Yeah, they lampshaded the fact about that. But let's see. Our first goal is to find the crow skulls in the level, well, as well as the presents and the gramophone. But yeah, this has a jump attack is a good gap closer, but the dash attack also has a decent duration, because watch this. There we go. It lasts for quite a while, so I'm thinking that could damage a lot of things, so let's give it a try. There we go. Yeah. That does a lot of damage, although my personal favorite is still the shotgun wand. Just because the impact of it is satisfying as not only a firearm person, but it also has a good aerial attack that hits multiple enemies. And it has a decent range as well, so yeah. But we'll give this weapon a try, because we got it from this level. Let's see, is there anything hidden in plain sight here? Okay. I don't think there is right here. Oh, it looks like it's our old friend Mr. Owl. Let's see what he has to say. Well, Jack, isn't this a sight? Are you alright? You look half frozen. It's freezing out here, bird. Yeah, I can't blame you, Jack. I mean, it's a little cold where I am right now. But you're experiencing it a little worse than me in the environment-wise, although I don't know how bad the cold is for you, Jack. When that stupid architect said we were going north, I didn't think he meant all the way north? Oh, I suppose the wizard wanted some privacy. How are you not an owlsicle? Oh, exuberant, felicitations. I'm pumped, Jack. This is it. Even further north here, the wizard is channeling the power of the amulet. This is your last chance to take that runt down, Jack. If I don't freeze solid and shatter first. Woohoo! Think warm thoughts, Jack. Yeah, I mean, warm thoughts do help. But they can only go so far, so yeah. You have a point, but so does Jack. Sinister snowmen are coming up, Jack. Oh, sinister snowman. Oh, wow. Yeah, when they said sinister snowman, they meant sinister snowman. That took me off guard for a moment. So now enemies are going to start stealthing in and blending in. Alright. I see a... Caca! No one said it would be this cold in the north. Yeah, no one said it either. Anyways, okay, so we have 2 of them now. Okay. Let's try that dash. Let's see how that goes. Yeah, that dash attack is really good. So that's 1 crow skull. And this is our first gift as well. Only 4 more gifts to go. Alright, let's see if we can find anything else here in this area. Nothing. But I do see the 2nd crow skull right on top of there, so let's go grab it. Oh, it actually is on top of some narrow wooden platforms. Okay, that's fine. This is fine. Okay, this is our 2nd crow skull. So 2 crow skulls and 1 present. That's pretty good. Alright, let me just double check. Like something here. Okay, see that first one. Yeah, and I see the 2nd one. Alright, yeah. Again, I'm just using a guide to speed things along so I don't have to replay this climactic final level a 2nd time. Anyways. Oh, hello. Alright. Yeah, that's a 3rd crow skull. Okay, yeah, I think that's the 3rd crow skull. There we go. Let's see. Is that all the crow skulls in this immediate vicinity? Yep, that seems to be all the crow skulls within this first part of the level. Now let's see if we can find a way across the frozen ice. Yeah, it doesn't look like we're finding anything here, so let's continue up. Here... us. How exactly are we going to be getting across? Oh, platform. There we go. And we got our first checkpoint. Nice. Hello, Fluffy. Hello! How's your day going? And we are playing Pumpkin Jack. We are on the last level, and so far we got 1 present and 3 crow skulls. And I am using a guide for this so that I do not have to replay the level again after we beat it. So, yeah. Let's see. First level checkpoint. Let's see. There's 1 nearby. Let's see if I can find it. Oh, yeah. There are snipers in the area. Uh-oh. Fork in the road. Which way? Left or right? Yeah, I see a crow skull right there. Ah, yay! How exciting! Yes, it is. We are almost done with this spooky adventure. Anyways, yeah, I see the crow skull over there. Now to get to it. Look, there's nothing to see here right now. Oh, I see. This is some sort of invisible bridge. Ah, very clever game. Very clever. But first, let's jump. Yes, okay. We got that 4th crow skull. Let's jump onto this platform. Let's destroy these objects so that we don't fall off. Accidentally bump into them and fall off. Let's platform up here. And there we go. Now, where does that invisible platform take us, might I ask? That takes us further in the level. Actually, wait. I wonder what the other path is going to bring us to first. So let's travel there first. We've got to get past that sniper, of course. There we go. Oh, whoa. See, Daisy? Let's carefully... Yep. There we go. And what an odd-looking pillar. What is happening? You're using my magic? Big bridges? Lack of brains, lack of manners must go hand in hand. Ah, so that's what the wizard was doing. Like, so that's powering the bridge. So this turns the bridge on, off, on, off. Yeah, let's leave it on for now. Let's see, is there anything else? Okay, so that's the fourth bridge. Magic bridge used to reach the other side. Okay, yeah. So we have 4 crow skulls. There are no other crow skulls in the area. This is good. I really do not want to miss any collectibles this time. So let's head back to where we found the 4th crow skull to round that area, and use this magic bridge to our advantage and cross it. Caca, I hope these things are solid. Yep. And it still seems to be working. I don't know much, but this game made me think of a medieval resurrection. I used to play that game on the PSP. Ah, yes. This game is very reminiscent of the medieval games. I have not played them, but I have seen trailers for them. And this is one of the reasons I wanted to play Pumpkin Jack, because it had that spooky but not too scary feeling. Anyway, we got ourselves another checkpoint. Alright, let's see. Next. Snowman. And, okay, so there's not any immediately after this section, so we gotta be careful. Yeah. Hold your horses is right, Crow. We gotta carefully platform our way there. And we see 2 snowmen in the area. So, we're going to have to go in. Yes, perfect. Yeah, this game is... I thought this game... Yeah, these snowmen are pretty tough. And not like tough, but more like... Oh, hello. What do we have here? It looks like another crow skull, but unfortunately, it seems to be over the water. Let's see. Oh, hold on. There are icy patches. Can we use these ice patches to reach? Yeah, we can use these as makeshift platforms. Alright. This is some very clever platforming, although I would have liked some of the ice to stick out of the water so it would be a bit more obvious of a platform than it is now. But yeah, that's very clever platforming. Puzzle. Alright, and it's less on skill and more on being able to spot it, although I'd say it's pretty tough. So yeah, we might be encountering more of those in the future. Anyway, let's continue. Alright, we got ourselves a little... Oh. Yeah, I spotted that enemy. Those markers make those enemies very easy to spot. And let's take... Oh, ow, ow, ow. Ow. Ow, ow, ow. Yeah. Ow. Oh, God. Gosh darn again. Seriously. Seriously. This wood structure is ablaze. Wolf is here. Hello, Wolf. How's your day going so far? Okay, so let's see. I just use cover to my advantage, and there we go. Ouch. Yep, the tower's on fire. And I was none the wiser until I realized it. Okay, let's see if I can... Yep. Okay, good. Good. So you're doing good, yeah. Alright. Okay, so that's 6 crow skull. So now we're we're more than a fourth of the way done with the crow skulls. But birthday gifts. Did I miss anything? Hold on. I'm getting the feeling I might have missed a present or two. Give me a second to just look up something else. Yeah. Gifts. Let's see. Jack. Okay, so yeah, I found a good guide. So yeah, I know I found one of the gifts because that was right close to the starting area. And let's see. Okay, most of them are near the town, I believe. It's fine if we miss one of the Christmas gifts. Which you find. Alright. I see some rats. Let's switch to our magic wand shotgun and put this bad boy to good use. Yeah, there we go. We took out those enemies pretty easily with the shotgun. Let's switch back to the guide. So we got 6. When you drop down from the tower, a series of floating islands. Let's see. Let's defeat all the. Okay, so I see another. I think I see another crow skull in the distance. All right, good. Everything's going good so far. We have another, I think I see, yeah, that's another magic bridge in distance, but let's go to this island first. Human soldiers in the far north? They must still be protecting the wizard. Yep, they are. Let's take out. Let's quickly move out of firing range and get close. Yep. And we're on the upper ground, so we have the advantage there. And that's crow skull number 7. Alright. Let's see. Go all the way back. Crow skull number 7. Okay. I think I know where this one might be. Ah, yeah. There we go. There we go. It's right there. Right there. So that's number 8. 9. So continue the next checkpoint. Okay. Yep. We set a lot of things on fire. Ouch. Yep. We're taking damage from that fire. But not to worry. 2. Okay. And there we go. And there's another lightning pylon for us to activate the bridge too. Yeah, we got hit by the sniper, but there's a lot of stuff for us to get our health back. Now let's turn on this lightning pylon to activate a second bridge. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Alright. Let's continue onwards. over this section. Hold on. Did I miss any? I don't think there was a Christmas gift in this area. I don't think there was, at least. Yeah, I don't think there was. I might have to go back later and get it, but I might just skip the Christmas gift if it comes to that. I think we missed one, Jack. Oh yeah. There must have been one on the... Let's see. I thought I got all the pylons, but maybe I missed one of them as well. Yeah. Let's see. Ah, there was that pylon over there. I forgot. Yep. There we go. And all we need to do is just activate this one, and there we go. That third one is done. I like that the crow does remind you if you've missed one of those switches. So yeah, that's pretty helpful. Anyways, yeah, that's a very tight jump to make. But yeah, this is why this is at the end of the game and not somewhere like midway through. But anyway, now that we activated those bridges, we can now proceed to the next area. And I believe this is where I hate to be rude, Jack, but I'm not taking visitors. Oh dear. Yeah, I didn't know the wizard would do that, although, to be fair, this is his home turf, so I don't think the wizard would be very kind to people invading. Alright, so we see another crow skull on the water. And what else can we see? Hold on, yeah, that's another Christmas gift, so that's 2 down. So with that, I think we should head down here. And we reached a checkpoint. Was I muted the entire time? I'm not sure if I was. I apologize if I was. So we got ourselves our 9th crow skull. The wizard is Santa. Yeah, that's an interesting theory. And we got our 2nd gift as well, so we just have 3 more gifts to go. But yeah, I'm drinking water every time I reach a checkpoint. And I suggest just you drink as much as you can as well. Even though the winter's coming up and it's not summer, your drinking is very good, especially if you're talking for long periods of time. No, I heard you. Okay, good. Okay. So I think I see our little merchant friend across the river. And what's this? We found another crow skull, so that's it. Let's see. So that's our 9th. So that's our 10th crow skull, unless we find more up ahead. So let me just double check. The 9th crow skull. So across the water. Cauldron. Okay. Oh, hello. What do we have here? Oh yeah, this must be the wizard's town. Oh, and I see another bombing puzzle. Puzzle with those potions, those explosive potions in a minecart. And let's see. I don't see anything else. I don't think we've missed anything, so let's cross the bridge. Oh, caca, those trees look sharp, Jack. Keep your distance as they spid. However, these trees are just as weak as the bats. Because like the bats, they take only 3 hits to defeat, and they will not target you if you're far enough from them. So yeah, these are just as bad as the bats, though I do like the Christmas trees designs a lot better than the bats, so they're pretty unique. Alright, we got ourselves 10. We just have 10 more to go. We're halfway done with all the crow skulls, which is a good thing. But yeah, is there anything you're looking forward to over the holiday season or Thanksgiving? I have some plans in mind for what I'm going to be doing in terms of content creation, but I'm wondering if any of you currently here have any ideas of what you're planning on doing. That's... Oh, whoa! They spawned. That one just spawned. Okay. Okay, I take it back. The Christmas trees are much better than the bats, but not by much. But yeah, that one caught me off guard. That Christmas tree caught me off guard. Anyway, let's see. Oof. Ooh, I have a at the moment I don't have any plans. Well, Thanksgiving is over. Oh yeah. You know, Mind Wolf, you live in you celebrate Canadian Thanksgiving rather than the American Thanksgiving that's in November. Yeah, alright, let's get out of the dodge. And there we go. Let me see if there's anything that I missed in terms of crow skulls. 10. Okay, I see where the 10th one is. Alright, I think we're good to continue for now. Okay, I see you, Christmas tree. We're going to take you out before you can become an active threat. We're the wizard's last line of defense. You shall not pass. Well, of course, yes, I won't pass. Until the Christmas trees are down. Once they are, though, you are pretty much going to be getting it. There we go. Okay, let's see if we can have find ourselves our third present. Because we're halfway, we only have 2 out of the 5 presents, so I'm kind of concerned. Oh, snipers. We got sniper enemies. Let's take these guys out first. If I ever made my own game weapons, one of them would be is a carrot rocket launcher. Ah, that's a creative weapon. And Wolf, that's a creative weapon. Okay, okay. The tree's aggro. The tree's aggro. Yeah, I can see this weapon being alright, but the animation, you'd have to cancel the animation for the spinning attack. Or the crow shot. Alright. Yeah, because unlike the scythe, it does not cancel these nice spinning attacks. So you have to play a little bit with timing. That sounds like so much fun. Was it the weapon or like... Alright, let's take out these knights. Alright, we only got one more knight left to defeat. There we go. That's that sniper taken out of the fight. Oh, who's there? Is that Santa Claus? Yeah, he looks suspiciously like the wizard. Yeah, the weapon, yeah. Okay, so let's see. Do we have anything else we can do before we go inside? Because that looks like a point of no return. I could tell that looks like a point of no return. Okay, so after pushing the explosive or defeat the enemies, you're free to collect the crow skull to the left of the big door. Ah, so it's to the left of the place. Ah, okay. Okay. Yeah, we got that one already, so we have 11. I could have sworn that this would be a good place to hide a Christmas present. Yeah, if it were hidden somewhere in the level. Because we already have 2 Christmas gifts, and I'm kind of worried that we're going to miss them. Anyways, let's go talk to our favorite salesperson. Ah, Jack, my friend, welcome. I can't get away from you, even in the North Dang Pole. How do you even stand it here? I was already dried. Now I'm freezing dried. So this is it, huh? This is the final showdown. Looks like it. Sounded like a good excuse to splurge on a fancy skin. Even at the end of the world, you're shilling your outfits? What do you even use these crow skulls for? Awful things. More awful than digging up the bodies and selling their skin? Yes, stop asking questions or else you won't find out how monstrous a monster can be. Alright, so this is our last one. We could have gotten this in the North Pole but unfortunately we cannot purchase this yet as we need 9 more crow skulls and I believe we're gonna approach a point of no return. Guide. I forget so. Let's see. I think we're good on the crystals, and we're good on the crystals as well, so yeah. For now, we're going to be leaving and not changing our garb. We're going to keep the default outfit throughout the rest of our journey, so without further ado, let's enter Santa's workshop. Ho, ho, ho! Who goes there? Oh no, Santa Claus. Yep. Those Christmas presents and letters have been building up to this moment, folks. The very same! Ho, ho, ho! That means you must be Jack, and you've been very naughty. I can get a lot naughtier. Let us through, fat man. Ho, 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 I don't think so. I've got my list, Jack, and you're right at the top. I'm warning you. Let me through. And let you doom the world? All the good boys and girls who live in it? Ho, ho, ho. Never. The wizard has given me the magic to stop you, Jack. Oh, he has he? Well, Santa, come out here and stop me then. Are you kidding? I've got toys to make. I'm far too busy to stop. So you'd rather make toys than stop me from dooming the whole world. That's capitalism. Oh, oh, oh. If you won't come out here, I'll just have to go in there. Indeed. We have ourselves a little puzzle room. Let's see what we have in store. Alright, so Santa's making it. Even Santa's on the wizard's side. Jack, they went to the bad guys. Let's throw his explosive present to blow his workshop sky high. So we need... I think I get it. So we need to hit the right gift into the right pat. We need to match the pattern. This is very neat. This is very refreshing. Alright. And we need to fill that. We need to fill it with some of these are not at a good angle. Yeah, so we need to fill that meter to green in order to get it to work. So some of this aiming could be a bit tricky to do, but I think we can do it. It just might take a little bit of time. Yeah. Yeah, I can see those sparks flying. Yeah, I can see those sparks flying all over the workshop. Yeah. We just need hitting those gifts into the right baskets. Yeah, look at it. That's it, Jack. Keep going. And you'll light them like a Christmas tree. Yep. I think we're getting the hang of it. Alrighty. And we're almost done, I believe. Just a little more. And there we go. Now get out of there, Jack. In the fire, in the hole. Hooray, we killed Santa and Claus. Oh no, we killed Santa Claus. I mean, Santa will probably come back. Santa probably just escaped. Because knowing Santa, he'll run before anything happens. And we've reached a checkpoint. All right. Let's see. We got ourselves our third present right there. We got ourselves some snowman enemies up ahead as well. And I think in the distance, that's another pylon, lightning pylon switch. So first, let's take out the enemies first. Yeah, this is going to be pretty tough. Ow. Yeah, let's take out these big guys before we take out the rats. And there we go. And I see a couple crow skulls we can collect. But let's first just drink from the cauldron first. Refill our health after that. Got ourselves a third Christmas gift. We just need 2 more left. And we got ourselves our 12th crow skull. And I can see some more ice that we can walk on to reach this 13th crow skull. Nice, very nice. And was there one more crow skull in the area? Let me just double check. Well, there... No, I don't see any more crow skulls in the area, so we're good for now. So let's activate this lightning pylon on and cross here. Thankfully, we can snipe these Christmas tree enemies again. I do like them better than the bats. They're also much more competent than the bats because they seem to be able to hide their camouflage a lot better. Even though, if you can get them in the right spot, they can't even do a thing. Oh. Alright. Alright, I get it. This is fair game. The Christmas tree has soldiers positioned right here. They're relatively weak soldiers, but they're still soldiers nonetheless. But that's not going to stop me from getting rid of this Christmas tree before the Christmas tree can do anything to me. Oh, and there was one hiding behind the Christmas tree. Oh, nice. Oh, very nice. Alrighty. Let's see. Okay, so so that's crow skull number 14. And now, let's head to the opposite. Yeah, I see it. It's another ice pattern puzzle that we need to do. But this time the timing is a lot more narrow. I see, yeah. There's a... See, it's a build-up of mechanics. It's teaching you about the ice, and then players who know about the ice can take it to their advantage for those harder puzzles. Yeah, I like this. I like this. So we got 15 crow skulls. And I believe we're about to hit the gramophone. We're the area where we can get the gramophone. So let's activate this lightning pylon switch. Turn back while you still... Oh god, god, god. Oh dear lord. Okay, okay, good. Thankfully the wizard doesn't attack further, and... Oh, hello, what's this? Yeah, he turned that lightning pylon invisible, so... Thankfully, we can cross this bridge. That wizard is as good as dead, and we've reached a new checkpoint. Alright, so it's about an hour into the stream. Almost an hour. Not too bad. Okay, so we got... I see we got a couple of them, and I see. They're building on the mechanic by making it so that these switches change which direction the lightning pylon bridges are going. That's neat. That's actually pretty neat. And it does it for all the other bridges, it seems? Yeah, these are different colors, so yeah. Looks like you need to find a way to cross-check. Pity you can't fly. Yeah, it's a pity, but we'll make it. We'll get through. Somehow. But yeah, I can see the gramophone right over there. So, let's use this lightning pylon to activate this bridge. Take out the enemies right here. Cross over. And there's the final gramophone. Yeah. Look at Jack go. Look at him go. Really liking this last song. Very techno vibes. And that is the final gramophone of the game. And with only 15 more crow skulls, 5 more crow skulls to collect, we are almost done collecting those as well. Unfortunately, we've reached a point where we cannot backtrack back to the shop, but we'll be able to get the costume right after. So yeah, let us find the last 5 crow skulls and the last 2 gifts as well. Okay, I see those rats. Yeah. That rat den is no longer an issue to us? Let's see. Where are the other skulls? Tall tower. Or that's where we need to find our next crow skull. Okay. So... yeah. Oh yeah, I see that crow skull right on top of that tower. But I do see something else, so I'm going to do a little bit of exploration. I don't think it'll do too much harm to do a little bit of exploration. Oh yeah, I see where this is going. Does that. Let's see what this one does. We need a way to get to there. But we can't get to there quite yet. Okay, I think I see where this is going. So we activate this switch, get across this island, jump off of this island, head to here. Now we're on the middle island where we were before. We change this bridge. There's gotta be some way we can get onto that little nook right there. Because I know that way is the right way to proceed, but I don't know whether that's... Let's see. You know what, let's see, 16th cruise goal. I think we're just gonna proceed with this way for now. Alright, so we are here. Let's do some... Let's jump onto here. Here we go. And then onto there. Jump onto this platform. Be careful not to use our weapon against anything. And there is Crow Skull number 16. Alright. Now, if I could do a little bit more... Whoa. Yeah, there we go. I wonder if we can get onto the... No. Yeah, we need to get there somehow. The question is, how exactly do we get there? Alright. There's not a switch here. There's... Okay. Oh, I think I get this. I think I get where this is going. Now that we activate the switch, we can now proceed with the rest of the level. Okay. This is good. This is very good. Phew, that was a head scratcher. Well done, Jack. Keep it up. Yep, keep it. Yep, I'll keep it up indeed. Alright, our health is full. Let's carry on with the level. And there's nothing hidden inside. Okay. Yeah, we're doing pretty good so far. And no deaths yet. I mean, I don't want to jinx it or anything, but we go. I am going to press F to use this zip line instead of trying to jump on it like an idiot like I did last time. But anyways, we got to a new checkpoint. Alright, let's see. Oh, we got another one of those boat rides. I might might get a dub here or two. Okay, so we have 16 skulls. Oh, so we'll need to complete the boat ride section to proceed, so, yeah. Jack, my least favorite customer. Oh, great. You again. Let me guess. You need a ride across, but you're not paying. And if you don't ferry across, you'll do something violent. I'm so glad we have this special friendship of ours. Right. Alright, get on. I know the drill. Yep, and so do I. Let's take out our shotgun and prepare ourselves for the boat ride. Because this shotgun will probably be very useful. Hold on to her. Okay. Oh, yeah, this is always the hard time to jump ship. Oh. Now they're mixing up this part of the boat ride. Okay. I admit, that's pretty good progression. So you're jumping, you're also doing it mid-boat ride as well. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Time to jump ship. Yeah, this is one of the harder boat rides. Hold on to your hats. Okay, I'm holding on to my hat. Time to jump ship. Yeah, this shotgun is very useful for this section. Time to jump ship again. Okay. I wouldn't be surprised if there's another hold on to your hat section before we're done with this. Wall up ahead, you'll have to find another way around. That's fine, that's perfectly fine. And alley-oop. And thankfully we got some items to boost our health bar a little bit. I gotta drive home. I'll hop back on the way back. Okay, hold on to your hats. I'll wait a little bit. Okay. And, okay. This is where your journey ends. You're really stingy, Jack, but you're our only hope left. Yeah, Fluffy, I hope you have a safe drive. Make sure to drive safely. Here we are, Jack. Kill that wizard. I'll clear a tab just for you. Aw, that's very sweet of you. Anyways, let us continue. And we've reached our next checkpoint. Alright, so we drank that. So we complete a boat ride. Yeah, I can see the portal in the distance. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't even notice those Christmas trees. Yeah, they have some pretty good stealth. Yeah, I didn't notice that Christmas tree. So yeah. Kudos to the Christmas trees. You're really stealthy. You're really good at your job. Stand. Alright. And I will. Thank you, Mona. Of course. I see that portal up ahead where we're nearing the end. Alright, so let's see. Okay, so don't enter the portal yet. Okay. And so... Alright. I see another present. There are so many soldiers, Jack. Time to break out the boom boom. Yep. And that's our 4th Christmas present. We just need one more left. And those knights are just not going to... Oh. Alright, yeah, I see that ballista right there. I see the ballista. Yeah, the shotgun is one of my favorite weapons. It's just because it has a very fast hitting dash attack. Like a rapid shot dash attack. Oh. Alright, let's continue pushing this cart further. Oh. Yeah, that's good. We're doing good. Okay. Okay. Oh. Yeah, I'm switching to the shotgun for the remainder of this portion because it's pretty good. Oh. And that does it for that night. Oh. Let's gather some more health. Let's wait for the ballista guy to fire. Alright, let's continue pushing. Hide behind cover. Just a little. Okay, I'm going to listen. Alright, now we can push the rest of the way through. And oh! Kaboom! Ha! I guess I really have your lousy shot. It's not that he was lousy, it's just he kept aiming repeatedly. He just didn't take the time to wait till I was out of cover to fire. Okay, I see the crow skull, I see it there. And we reached a checkpoint. Alright, let's continue. I see a portal right there, but I also see the crow skull, so we're going to find a way to get that crow skull. I promise. Let's not destroy that crate. Let's instead... God, not another puzzle portal. Oof, they make me so dizzy. Yep, it seems like another puzzle portal. But let's go here. Yep. That's 17. We only need 3 more crow skulls to go. But yeah, we're going to have to go through this puzzle portal to proceed. And we have 17 crow skulls. We got the record. Now we can head through the portal. This is another point of no return. So if you haven't collected all the crow skulls in this previous area, make sure to do so before you go in. You're using my pro? Have you no decency, chap? Okay. Let's... On second thought, it could be valuable research. Always using it for... See how you handle this. Okay. This is another rhyme segment, so... This is surprising. Difficult. Yeah, this is a surprisingly difficult segment. Okay. We are here, thankfully. And conveniently, another checkpoint. Yeah, that was surprising. That was deceptively difficult. But we got through it. And that's what matters in the end. Okay. Okay, let's see. Did we miss anything? Let's see. Crow Skull number 18. Portal. Okay. I think I know where this next one is. If we go... Oh. Okay. We go up here. Yeah, it's on the roof. Typical location. That's 18. We just need 2 more crow skulls to go. So I guess they're expecting us to make a roof jump. Yep. And that's a point of no return. So, yeah. And then we won't have anything to worry about till we reach the zip line. Yep, and there is the zip line. Alright, let's zip by. Yeah, this looks like a nice place if it wasn't run by the wizard. And then, I believe it is to our right that there'll be another crow skull. Kaka, I see something up ahead. It looks like a workshop in the north? Oh no indeed. That's more Santa's buddies. Thankfully, we could take out this Christmas tree without too much of a tassel. Or hassle. But unfortunately, we're going to have to open fire. Yeah, we're going to have to open fire. Alright, let's switch weapons to something to the orb. This one seems to be a lot better taking out these snowy enemies. Let's take out the snowman. Projectiles. And I'll keep to this until we need to use a shotgun. Alright. We've taken out these enemies. And I think we can proceed over... Yep, that's Crow Skull number 19. We just need 1 more Crow Skull to go. And then we are done with all the crow skulls in the game. Okay, let's see. The last one is the second puzzle. Okay, so we're good. I think we're good for now. 1 more gift. Yeah, here's the last gift. And here is the final letter from Stingy Jack to Santa. Let's see what this says. Oh, I've been waiting for this moment. Hey, you fat oaf. Looks like you're not the only one who's in the business of giving gifts. I got a brand new body and a whole lot of repressed rage to work out. I know I'm a ghost. I'm not a ghost anymore. I consider myself my unfinished business. All the best, the great Jack. So this is where the devil got when the devil gave Jack his new body, and Jack landed on Earth at the start. So this is right before the start of the game. So we've come full circle with these letters. So apparently, in letter number 5, the devil must have gotten the body as... Let's see. That's wrong. So if we go here, the devil must have gotten the letter as Jack sort of was hoping it wouldn't, but it worked out because the devil gave Jack a new body. So, yeah, interesting that this comes full circle, and yeah, that's the last gift of the game. We just need 1 more crow skull, and then we can finish the game and get the last costume. Okay, we got some tricky platforming. Okay, yeah. We're gonna use this box to our advantage here to make this tricky jump a little easier. And then, like, this is another point of no return. Alright, so the last one. It's right near the last portal, so. And we've got ourselves another workshop. Ho, ho, ho! Not so fast, Jack! Santa, didn't I kill you already? Well, yeah, it looked like it, but as I predicted, Santa might have made a run for it when it was about to explode. Santa does have plot armor, after all. Plot armor, not armor. Why, yes. Yes, you did. And now you're on my super naughty list, Jack. I came up with it just for you. How did you survive the workshop? I'm magical, you idiot. I'm still recovering, but I can't stop working on these toys. I've got a quota to fill. Ugh, capitalism. I know, right? Well, I put you down once. Maybe I could do it again. Sounds like you need a break. Yep. And I'm certainly looking forward to another one of these puzzle levels. These are some of my favorite levels of the game. Oh! Hello. Why doesn't this guy say that? It looks like we gotta kill Santa Claus again. Quick, blow this place up. And that ought to show. Ah! Santa looks different this time. Santa looks very, very different this time. He's looking bluer. Could this mean that Santa's the wizard all along? As was predicted by one of my viewers? We'll just have to see. It looks like we're almost done. That's a spirit check. Keep going. Yeah, I know. Alright. We seem to be getting lucky. Able to position with these gifts this second time around. And almost. There we go. Now get out of here. I never thought I'd ever had to say it. I can't believe we killed Santa Claus, let alone twice in one day. I don't think so, Mr. Crow. I think. And there's our last Crow Skull. That's the final Crow Skull of the game. And once we beat the last boss, we can get that letter. That's very good. So all presents, all gramophones, and all Crow Skulls. Granted, I need to use a guide for the later few, but still, mission accomplished. Alright, let's talk to Mr. Owl. Oh, here it is, Jack. I can feel the wizard's power. Oh, my feathers are getting ruffled. So this is it, huh? The wizard's on the other side of this portal. Yes, there's no doubt about it. He's just through there. It's particularly gift-wrapped for us. Yes. How kind of him to leave the portal open for us. This could be a trap. Yeah, I agree, Jack. This could be a ploy. Trap or no trap, this is it. This is what you're here to do. You've got a job to do, Jack, so get to work. Kill the wizard and doom the world. Well, at least until Jack is able to outsmart the devil yet again. But yeah, I'm gonna take a drink of water real fast. And this is it. This is the final boss fight of the game. Of course, we're gonna have to be really tricky, really careful not to watch the boss pattern. So let's hope we do well. Oh, another one of these segments. Okay. Okay. Out. Barely got through the last one. Okay, let me focus for a moment. I'm not gonna read the dialogue right now because this is kind of a... Okay, so half health, not too bad. Hopefully we get a health refill on the other side. Oh, hello. Is that it? No, yeah, no, this is the final fight. And we got full health bar, that's pretty nice. I'm ordering food, be right back. Alright, take your time I'm Rin. So you're the great Jack. At long last we meet. Welcome to my humble abode. What is this place? A pocket dimension. My design. Here, I can work in peace, and yet you dare intrude. I'm here to smash your creepy little face in. All right. To business, I see. Very well. Not like it matters. This amulet is a dud. You might as well finish me. Okay, I guess kinda takes the fun out of it. Fun, huh? You find the same satisfaction in bloody murder as I do in study. And yet, despite my efforts, the amulet of Final Ember is still lost on me. That last line on the tablet, I wiped it clear, just in case you ever got the amulet. Do you want to know what the last line said? The secret to the amulet? Go on. A human spirit. Pure human spirit. That's all it said. A pure human spirit! Is my spirit not pure enough? I have not dedicated my life to humanity's betterment. Whoa, take it easy. You're one to talk, Jack. I suppose your spirit is pure, huh? No attachment to real body? All loose and free in that stupid pumpkin? What are you gonna do? Pull my spirit out and use it for your magic tricks? It's as good of a plan as any. Now stay still, Jack. This is gonna hurt. A lot. May this be the end of your infernal existence? Oh, not if we can help it. We're going... Okay. We gotta dodge these lightning bolts. Oh, I get it now. Let's dodge these attacks. How do we defeat the boss? Okay, we gotta do... Okay, so we gotta dodge through these walls, like so... Oh! And that's the last one! And then we just blast the wizard for a while. Okay, he's back. Okay. And now we got a more limited playing field. And humanity's champion. Okay. Let's... Whoop! 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 Gotta dodge these attacks, all while contending with the platform segments. Okay, whoa. Okay. This is actually a pretty good fight. Nope, you're not getting it this time. Bam, 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 bam. And there we go. Oh, whoop. Whoop. Yeah, this is going to get real tricky. Ouch. Okay. Okay. We might need to redo the fight depending on how lucky I get. Yeah, we're taking too much. Nope. We might be able to get through. Just one more, and just a few more hits. Come on, there we go! And the wizard is down for good. No, impossible! Who do you think you are? I am the great Jack. And don't you ever forget it. You cur! What have you done? Curse you, Jack! Curse you! I curse this feeble world that you will inherit. That's the whole point. He's dead. You did it. That little menace is finally dead. For all that power, he was no match for you and me. Although, yeah, it got pretty close to the wire. He put up a pretty good fight. Yes, all that power. What do you think, Jack? You got that look again. The amulet, final ember, and a pure human spirit. My spirit. And so we have obtained the amulet that was taken to us through the entire game. Yes, yes! I can feel the power, my power. The devil can wait. It's time I had a little fun. Yes, now this is the power. I'm king, I'm a god, I am Jack!
Victory at last! Victory for the underworld! Victory for the devil! And victory for the great Jack and his friends. Even with the likes of monsters, humans, and Santa Claus himself standing between him and the wizard, Jack and his companions cut through their defenses and make their way to the heart of the north. The cold and bitter air does little to deter Jack from fulfilling his mission, as he finally reaches the final portal, where on the other side, the wizard has been trying and failing to unlock the amulet's power. Only releasing that Jack's pure human spirit is the final key to wielding the power of the amulet. The wizard confronts Jack in the flesh at last. As the legend predicted, the champion and the pariah join in their final battle of good versus evil. And evil triumphs. It's a long and arduous battle, and the wizard is powerful and cunning. Faced against Jack's greatness, cunning, and strength, the wizard falls at last. With his dying breath, he curses Jack and the world he inherits. Just in time for Jack to steal the amulet and take its power for himself, empowering the humble soul inside a pumpkin like a god. Returning to the devil's good graces after so many centuries, Jack is free to roam the monster-infested earth, and powerful enough to destroy it. All just another day in the life of the great Jack.
Yeah, I think the devil may have taken over the world now, but I feel like, oh, so these are this is concept art from the original game. So that's the first iteration of Jack, the first scene, and the first enemies. Yeah, and this is really interesting that they put these development pics in there. So you're really seeing how this game progressed over the course of the development of the game, which started in 2016. But yeah, I think the devil made a big mistake, because although he forgave Jack, and Jack did his part of the bargain, and the devil, of course, let him get a new body, and forgave him, I feel like Jack is the type of person who will eventually double-cross the devil once again, and with this new power, will put the devil back in his place. Oh look, Jack as the mighty Jack, some random crow as the crow, a skeleton from nearby graveyard as skeleton number 292. I love that. But yeah, it's very interesting how this game developed over time. Sorry, Ride. And then the cinematics. how they turned out. Yeah, this is a fun game. And even though we were technically with the bad guys. Oh, thanks to the 18 to 25 forums who supported this game in the early stages. And of course, many thanks to my friends and family. That's very sweet. But yeah, the devil made it's going to make a grave mistake. Short term, it allows the devil to take over the world, but long term, Jack could be a formidable foe. But anyways, let's get the last skin. The one that costed exactly 40 crow skulls. The Buzzard. Yeah, I feel like this is a more fitting version of the original one. It still keeps the blue, but has the gray and the crow feathers. Yeah, so we have all the costumes, all the crow skulls, all of the presents, and all of the gramophones. That's pretty much neat, and it only took about an hour and 30 minutes to get all of this done. So yeah, we are done with this game, but that is only the start of our stream. Because in a moment, I'll be taking a little bit of an intermission to set up a presentation, and I will then be going over what I did last weekend during the Reverse 1999 offline exhibition event. So if you're interested in that, you're welcome to stay for that. I will also be playing Tomb Raider Anniversary later on the second stream that I've set up. Yeah. So I will go to intermission for a 5-minute break, but I will be back. Like, 1 second. Let me just change the music. There we go. I'll be back in I'll give about 5 minutes intermission, and then I'll go right into the presentation. So if you're interested in the presentation, let me just see if everything is here. Let's see. Yeah. If you're interested in the presentation regarding the Reverse 1999 first anniversary event, I took a lot of pictures. I also have a lot of video from that event. Make sure to stay here. Wolf is back. Welcome back, Wolf. We just beat the last level of the game, the Far North, and we got the last Christmas letter as well. Oh, which took place, I think, around right before the start of the entire game. And if you haven't seen it already, this is where the devil gave Jack his new body and he wrote one last letter to Santa. And we also got our last skin because we got all the crow skulls. The Buzzard skin. And you can purchase these from the main menu. I just prefer to purchase them from the shopkeeper if possible. So yeah, we are done with the game. I was just going to go to an intermission period for about 5 minutes. So if you need to get something to eat, or get something to drink, or if you need to use the bathroom, make sure to use that time to do so. And I will be back in 5 minutes to start the presentation section of today. Alright, I will see you back here in about 5 minutes. Oh. Gosh darn it. You weren't supposed to exactly see. Yet? You weren't supposed to exactly see that. Man, I missed it. Oh well. Well, I can watch the stream over again, and I will turn all my lights, but no up candy sign, because kids were knocking at my door. Oh wow, this early? Although, yeah, it might be a different time zone for you, Wolf, so yeah. Anyway, I will be going to intermission. I will see you back in just a moment. Hello, everybody. Welcome back from the intermission. Is my music working right? Can you hear the music? I have some music. It's different music. It's faint, but it's different. Yeah, it doesn't matter if you hear it. I just have it there soft. But anyways, welcome. For those who just came here, this is going to be different from what I did previously, which is Pumpkin Jack. I will be going over what I did last weekend, which is if you just give me a moment to turn on the slideshow. Second. Here we go. So last Saturday, I took a trip to the Reverse 1999 first anniversary special offline exhibition. It was a very fun event. It was the first time I've gone outside in a while, and I just want to share my experience with it, with going to the event. Before we go any further, I want to make a disclaimer right now. There's the disclaimer. I am not sponsored by Reverse 1999, the game, to clarify, which was what the event was about. It was about the game Reverse 1999. I'm not sponsored by Reverse 1999, nor by Bluepock, the company that made the game. I simply just love Reverse 1999. I played it since global launch a year ago, and I've put in a lot of money into it because I like the outfits in the game and I want to support the developers of this game. So, for those out of the loop, you may be wondering, what is Reverse 1999? Well, I can explain. And in fact, I will explain, just briefly. So, Reverse 1999 is a turn-based fantasy adventure RPG with gacha mechanics. It basically combines the card merging mechanics with turn-based RPG combat to create some strategic fun. You can merge cards together you can merge the same ability cards together to make even stronger versions. Sometimes this will change what each card does. And there's a lot of depth in the game. As you can see, this is one of the gameplay scenes I have up. I have a team of my characters. Here's Regulus, this over here, Voyager, and then the healer, Tooth Fairy, and then one extra character in the suitcase, which is reserved for if one of these three die, they'll take their place. But yeah, it's really, really fun, and I really enjoy it. But how do you get new characters in the game? Well, that's where the gacha mechanics come into play. You have to pull for them by spending the game's currency, clear drops, or unilogs to summon the characters via the gacha system. For instance, this here is my very first time. This is my first 6-star that I ever got in the game, 6-star being the highest ranked character you can get. This is Regulus. She's one of my favorite characters in the game, mostly because of story, and I also like her gameplay-wise and aesthetically as well. And I wanted to get her, so I re-rolled 22 times, restarting the game, just so I could start with Regulus. And then I also got Baby Blue, which is also a good character that goes with her early on. And then I got a couple of other characters as well. You might recognize them if you played the game. So the gameplay is turn-based combat with card mechanics. That's all interesting and fun. But what about the story after all? Role-playing games are about playing the role. Well, let's get into that. Reverse 1999's plot revolves around a phenomenon called the Storm. It has been reversing history since the eve of December 31st, 1999. Anything caught in the storm's path is essentially erased from existence, and most humans, animals, plant species, you name it, any evidence of that era is poof, gone in an instant, like it never even happened. Our main protagonist, who's seen here and more obviously in this image, is the Timekeeper, Burton. She aims to record the coming and passing of the ages, salvage as much as possible before each era gets reversed, and eventually learn the truth behind the storm itself and the year where it first came into being, 1999. That is the entire plot of the game. The game currently has 7 main story chapters, not including the prologue you do at the very start of the game, as well as, let's see, count of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 event stories, with the latest one having just came out today in version 2.0, which takes place in San Francisco during the 1990s. But I won't be getting into that right now. So what I really like about the game is the presentation. It utilizes live 2D models for cutscenes and characters in the game, and live 2D being the same system of art programming that is used to bring live 2D VTubers to life. Stuff like the HoloLive VTubers and a lot of the other VTubers mostly use live 2D technology to bring their characters to life. Of course, as for me, I'm a PNG tuber right now. I haven't gotten my chance to make a live 2D model. I hope to do so in the future. But back to the presentation of the game. Aside from that, we're able to witness iconic eras and locations through the main story and the event story. So in the prologue and the 1.1 event, that takes place in London during 1966, during around the time, the year of the theft of the Remnant Cup. And then during the main story, we go to Chicago during the 1920s. Is right before the Great Depression hits. And then later on in Chapter 6, we get to visit Vienna during 1914. And then during the event stories, there are a bunch of other ones. I'll get into them in a little bit. And then one thing I also like about the game is the main story and all of the main event stories have fully voiced dialogue in multiple languages, including English. But there's also Chinese, Japanese, and Korean as well. In fact, when it was originally released in China, before it was released in global, English was one of the languages available as well, which I absolutely liked. And that also meant players who weren't necessarily fluent in Chinese could enjoy the story by just listening to the dialogue without necessarily having to know how to read Chinese or listen to Chinese in order to play the game. I really like that a lot. And there are some characters have some really good accents in their voice as well. It's authentic. And in fact, if you're familiar, if you played Xenoblade Chronicles or Final Fantasy XIV or Wuthering Waves, as of more recently, the Regulus' English voice actress also voiced Fiora in Xenoblade Chronicles, Tataru in Final Fantasy XIV, yes, the Final Fantasy XIV that has a free trial that you can play all the way up to level 70 now through the base game A Realm Reborn and Heaven's Word and Stormblood with no restrictions. Yeah, the one with the copy pasta. Yeah. And Tataru, she's one of my favorite characters in Final Fantasy XIV. And I don't want to spoil too much about it, so I won't say anything. And in Wuthering Waves, Regulus's VA also voices Encore. So, yeah, that's a really interesting fact. And it's not just the voice acting that's a very impressive fact as well. There is a character that was released in 1.7 and revealed in Chapter 6 who is an opera singer, and their English voice actress is a professionally trained opera singer. So yeah, and she does all the singing for her in the fully voiced dialogue, and even in that character's actions, because a lot of their skills are themed around opera singing. So any opera singing you hear, that is the English VA doing all of that. So yeah, I have to give props to the English dub of the game. And the presentation is very good. It's one of the higher quality the gacha mobile games I've seen. And speaking of mobile, if you're interested in getting it after the stream, the game is available on Apple, Android, it's available on Windows and Mac as well, and it recently got released on Steam. So if you're interested in it, it's completely free to start. Go check it out. I give it a very good recommendation. But that's not what we're mainly talking about. I'm not just here to talk about the game itself, because we're here to actually talk about what I did last weekend. Dub or sub, it's all good. Yeah, I personally like English dubs in a lot of anime just because I like being able to read to hear everything and not have to look at the subtitles and miss two actions at the same time. I believe if you've seen SSSS Gridman, there's a scene where some humans are running in the foreground and then there's a giant monster chase in the background. And when I watched it subtitled, which is how I watched it the first time, I read the subtitles and saw the action of the characters in the foreground, but I found it hard to switch between the action in the background and the foreground without missing the subtitles. So I just like having the dub available. Anyways, we're getting back to what I was talking about. It's not about the game necessarily, but about the offline exhibition. No, Madam Lucy the robot, not online exhibition, offline exhibition. There we go. Agree. There's one anime called Macross. I wish it is dubbed because how cool it is. Well, maybe we'll get a dub eventually. I mean, the original Sailor Moon anime, even though it did get a dub back in the 90s, it didn't cover all the episodes. Viz eventually dubbed the entire thing uncut in English, both the original anime and Crystal as well. So hopefully we'll get the same treatment for older animes as well. Well, that are very important, like Macross. I haven't seen Macross, so I don't have much experience with that. But I really like it when animes get dubs. Anyways, the offline exhibition itself. So, this event was held in honor of the game's global first year anniversary. It was being held 2 days on the 26th of October and the 27th of October in Los Angeles at the Rebecca Molarium Gallery. Well, Macross was dubbed, but it became Robotech. Yeah. Although, props that they tried to dub it, yeah. Getting back to this. This event took place on October 26th and 27th at the Rebecca Molarium Gallery in Los Angeles. Tickets were free, but they were limited supply, so first come, first served. And while they didn't sell out, the ones on the 26th got really close to selling out. The ones on the 27th, not so much, but the ones on the 26th were. The tickets were free, so you could go to the event for free. And then there were four events. There were some iconic moments and interactive installations and stunning artwork in the exhibit. And then the first day only, you could meet some some official cosplayers cosplaying as characters from the game. And then there were a couple of them, I'll get to that. And then there was a filming area, and then the Wall of Wishes. I'll get to that in a moment, but the other important thing is merchandise would be available to buy. And this also included exclusive items to this event as well. And then there were other items that could be obtained for free as well. So, I really wanted to go. I played the game for an entire year. And while I did live in Mystria, Gooey, my cubic slime companion, came up with a tech with portal magic that allowed transporting to certain locations. Though only certain locations, not all locations. Gooey knows magic, but they're not exactly the best at it. They're not like the wizard from Pumpkin Jack, or Jack at the end of Pumpkin Jack. So I decided to plan it out. I obtained a ticket for the 26th, and that event went from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. The one on the 27th, and for context, also started at 11 a.m., but it only went to 6 p.m. So here's the plan that I was planning out. I would arrive at the venue 1 hour before, so at 10 a.m. Because I said that was the earliest you could arrive there. And then I would try to leave partway through the event for lunch and then come back. And then I would leave the event at around 4 p.m. to get back home to Mystria. Sounds pretty simple enough, right? Well, then there was the walk. Although Gooey's portal got me close, it didn't get me the entire way. So I ended up having to walk from the portal to the event location. And I initially thought it was 2 miles total? Or 2 miles... Yeah, I initially thought it was 2 miles total, 1 mile total, but after doing some recalculations last night before today, I realized that it was 1.6 miles each way, a little over 3 miles total. So yeah, that was a pretty good workout. My legs were feeling sore after that, but I was feeling so good that I was able to attend the event. So, at around 10 a.m., I arrived at the event, and I was one of the first people to arrive, aside from the staff. 2 others came by as well, also for the event. And by talking to some staff, I found out some very important facts. First of all, once I had a digital ticket, once you entered the event, they scanned your digital ticket. And then once you entered, you could not leave and re-enter. It was a one-way trip in and out. So I would either have to go get lunch before or get lunch after. Gooey needs to work on their portal text so they can get you closer next time. Yeah, but I mean, exercise is never a bad thing. Exercise is never a bad thing. But yeah, also, photos and videos were allowed, but flash had to be turned off, so you could not use flash photography inside the venue. And it's a good thing I got there too, because there was a line that started forming, and I, along with the 2 other people who arrived there first, were the first ones there and were at the very front of the line, so I did not want to lose my spot. Anyways, let me get a drink. Yeah, I only drank water right before I entered the portal, so yeah, I had to walk all the way there. And I did not bring anything other than my phone, my wallet, and a pen in case I needed to sign anything, and some tissues in case I needed to blow my nose. But that's about it. But as a reward for getting there so early, myself and the 2 others who were there first got some car stickers for free. They were normally obtained at the end of the exhibition, and I'll get back to how we obtained them, but the ones that I was given, then to split between the 3 of us, were ones of Kakanya, who was revealed in 1.9, but was seen in 1.7 in Chapter 6. 37, who was added in 1.4 and was seen in Chapter 5, and Apple, who's Regulus's wingman and her first mate, and was seen since the beginning of the game. So we split them all, and I ended up getting Kakanya, and I really did not want to lose it because of stuff I'll probably explain later. So I tried to hold on to it as much as I can. I didn't want to put it in my pocket either, because I was afraid I would crush the car sticker. So I just kept it on hand at all times. Anyways, let's move on. So finally, 11 a.m. came, and we finally got to enter the building. And as you saw, that was actually a Regulus cosplayer. That was actually somebody playing, not Regulus, sorry, my bad. Hello, hello, champ! I hope everything is going well for you so far. I'm just doing my Reverse 1999 offline exhibition presentation. And so, I'll go back a little bit to explain context for you. So for context, I walked 1.6 miles to and from the exhibition, and 1.6 miles each way. So that was about 3 miles. I was one of the first people to arrive at the exhibition, and then we could only enter once. We could not re-enter afterwards. So it's a one-way trip. It's okay. I'm glad I made it. I'm glad you made it too, champ. And photos are allowed, but flash turn up. But look at this line. I was one of the first people. I think I might have been one of the first people there. Like, I was one of the first people there, but I don't know if I was the first person or the second or the third, but it didn't matter too much. We were at the front of the line. And look at that line. It went all the way down south from the venue, which is the Rebecca Memoriam Gallery and Studio. But we also got some car stickers for getting there first, which were normally obtained at the end of the exhibition, which I'll get to when we get to the end of the exhibition. But I decided to get this one, Kakanya, the woman in green, who was released in 1.9, but was seen in story as early as 1.7 in Chapter 6. Yeah, that's a long line. But it pays to be the early bird in most cases. But anyways, I was just about to say that at 11 a.m., we finally got to enter the exhibition. And by the way, that was a cosplayer for Sonetto. She is the Timekeeper's assistant in the lore of the game. And then we got to see another cosplayer. We'll get to the cosplayers later on. For now, let's move on to how the layout did. I recreated the layout as best I can. So this is the entrance, this is the exit. There was rope dividing this area. These gray areas are the hard walls that you can't get past. And then these blue areas, these are basically the map exhibitions. These are based off the maps from in Reverse 1999. So this is Chapter 1 and 2's map. This is Chapter 3's map. Chapter 4, 5, and 6's maps as well. And then each patch had its own little area in the gallery. So one for 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then there's the film screening area right here. And then there's the merchandise area, the wall of wishes, and finally the little checkout counter. So without further ado, let's start with this little area here. The map area. So these had models for all 5 of the maps in Reverse 1999 through gameplay. So this map is of Chicago in 1929. This is where chapters 1 and 2 of the story took place. As you can see here there is the haunted woods with burned trees using groves. This is a camp that was made up in the area that you'll get to later. That's Sotheby's Manor. She is one of the other main characters in the game that you recruit. Yeah, this is very cool. There's a lot of merchandising opportunity in these models, although I don't know if they're going to be taking advantage of this, because Reverse 1999 does have merch. I don't know if this is the type of merch they'd be willing to sell. And then, this is where Chapter 3 takes place. This is the school of the primary defense of mankind. Right, so this is where Chapter 3 took place, and most of it's a flashback to Verton's backstory and origin. And you can see a little classroom there. There's a chessboard, which plays a big role in Chapter 3. There's a little outdoor area where all the ceremonies take place. There's some school hallways as well. And then Chapter 4 takes place right here. Here and a lot of other parts, like Chapter 7 takes place. This is the Foundation headquarters. And as you can see here, this is the entrance to the Foundation and Laplace headquarters. As you can see the little buildings over there. And this is one of my favorite models in this exhibit that are like original locations. And then Chapter 5 right here, this is the Math Island, I would like to call it. This is basically where we first meet 37 in the main story. And here's a little scene with Regulus's ship getting attacked by the Gorgon and Kraken. And as you can see, this Math Island is very inspired by Greek architecture, it seems. And then Chapter 6's location takes place in Vienna in 1914. And as you can see, there's an opera house right there. That's another Foundation headquarters over there. And right there, that's Kakanya's house and her office where she practices psychiatry, psychoanalysis. And a lot of important locations are there as well, and it's pretty cool. But enough of these maps, let's get into the actual meat and potatoes. These are the exhibition areas. These are the areas that take place from each of the patches. In each one, there is a poster for that patch. So in this case, this is the exhibition of the Remnant Cup. This is the very first one. It takes place in London in 1966, around the same time as the prologue, and I consider it an expanded version of the prologue because this takes place before the prologue in the game. And then with each poster and most items, there is usually a tagline describing it. So this poster is a UV print coated paper. This is a UV print coated on paper and foxwood paneling. And then you can see the headlines. What else is written about it for each of the poster descriptions. And then for the other items seen with this 1.1 exhibit is the Remnant Cup itself. There's actually a Remnant Cup, and it actually got stolen in real life. And similarly, it was found by Pickles the dog. There was actually a dog named Pickles who found the Remnant Cup. And it is made from zinc, alloy, and resin and gold. And one of the cool things is, if you're an eagle-eyed viewer, some of these have some little Easter eggs on it. For instance, the Remnant Cup. If you take a look at the bottom, you'll get to see the previous winners of the Remnant Cup and where it takes place, I'm not sure. But there's text engraved on this right here. If you take a look closely, so this is, I believe this is introducing it, and then this is the year the Remnant Cup took place. It's hard to read here, but if you take a look closely, so the first one takes place in Europe. Took place, whereas one of the winners were in Uruguay, and it took place in Italy. And then Italy, and then Uruguay again, then Dutch, and then Brazil, and then London, England, where the cup took place. And then the next one would take place in 1970. So yeah. But here's one of the cooler things around. I got here early, but I stayed a while. So I noticed something else near the exhibit. Why is that projector here? Well, let me clarify. So the Remnant Cup looked like this at the start, right? Well, partway through, as I was doing other stuff, I came back to check on what it looked like, and oh no, the Remnant Cup looks a lot smaller than it did. And it doesn't look like the actual Remnant Cup. The stand that's holding this also changed. I wonder who could have done it. One, I wonder who could have stolen and the Remnant. I wonder who could have stolen the Remnant Cup and swapped it with a fake. Well, our answer, the culprit, is none other than Melania. Yeah, Master Thief. I guess you could say she aced that one. She aced that heist, if you get what I mean. Anyways, let's move on to the next exhibit. 2.1.2, A Nightmare at Green Lake. This event, oh, you can see my little reflection. This event is inspired by horror films in the 80s, and it takes place at Green Lake. Yeah, I didn't realize that. I did realize it for one of the other ones, but yeah. Please ignore this. It's not too clear, you can't see my face. Thankfully, I'm holding my phone in front of it. But anyways, A Nightmare at Green Lake. It also tells you what date the patch was released in for the poster ones. This poster is made from UV print coated on paper, and it used wood, glass, and acrylic for the frame of it. Anyways, let's move on. Let's move on, folks. Nothing to see here. So this is a glimpse at the Green Lake campsite. And as you can see, it's another model similar to the ones that we saw for the main story patches. Except there's this little deer girl, Jessica, there as well. And there's also a little camera right here as well. It's a Kodak camera. And I decided to try and take a look at this from the camera's perspective. And the result? You would see something like this. This is exactly at the angle the camera was at. And these characters right here are the 4 characters that were added and introduced in 1.2. Tooth Fairy, who is the healer and one of the best healers in the game. Blondie, who's a decent attack character. Horrorpedia, who's obviously an expert on horror movies, and he's also an alright support. And then Jessica, who was a very good damage healer. She's extremely good, and one of the first I got to Insight 3 in Reverse 1999. Yeah, and she deals poison damage to enemies, which is pretty sweet. The red line? Yeah, that I believe there was a red light up above. There was, I believe, a stand with a red light. But that's sort of like that's sort of the horror factor in this, because as you can see, there was the red line here, so it just maintains the theming. Anyways, let's move on. So 1.3, The Journey to Moorpunk. This is sort of like one of my least favorite chapters. It's still good. The subject wasn't interesting to me, with 1.2, I was interested. I don't normally watch horror movies, but just because of that, I watched a documentary about the history of horror films just to see how far the movie got, so I could understand the tropes from 1.2 in the event story, which is based off horror films of the 80s. But this story takes place in 1966. And this, thankfully, it's not a reflective surface this time. As you could probably tell, it's acrylic paint on Fox stone panels. As you can see the stone texture on it. And yeah, this is one of my least favorites, but I still like it. There's some fun in the story. And then there's also this cool thing from it. The handmade Prometheus, or as I like to say, Shamane's left arm. This is actually the left arm of the character Shamane, who is one of the pullable characters in the game that you can obtain, and is also an important character in the story of 1.3. It is a 3D resin print with LED circuitry, as you can tell from the light right there, and the detail of the hand plating, as well as these little shamanic bells. And I guess you could say with this one, well, it's pretty good. I gotta hand it to them. It's pretty good. Get it? Hand it to them. Because the hand, part of the arm. I think we should move on. Alright, so 1.4. This is the main story patch. This introduced Chapter 5, so there was no event story for this one. This is called The Prisoner in the Cave. If you're familiar with this. So, you like the pun just for it? I'm glad you liked the pun. Anyway, this in particular is a digital artwork displayed on the screen with digital audio as well. And that's pretty neat. There was a little headphone stand and you got to listen to what was in it. Alas, I didn't record the audio from the headset in 1.4. So whatever was playing on it is probably gone away, just like the sandcastle that 37 was building over here. Although I did listen to it, and it sounded like when you put a shell up to your ear and you hear the ocean through the shell. That's basically what I heard, like the ocean waves on the beach, which is very appropriate for 1.4. Anyways, the other thing of this 1.4 exhibit is another map of the Golden Isle from another angle, and this time we have some miniatures on it. We see Vertin, we see Sonetto as well. We also see a hooded figure right there. I did not know who that was specifically. Oh wait, that might have been Lilia. I think it might have been Lilia. I'm not sure, but there's Regulus over there, and there's another one of the islanders' inhabitants, Sophia. She is a friend of 37 in Chapter 5. And this is a 3D print with metal and plastic as well. Moving on to 1.5, one of my favorite of the event story so far, and also one with the best music. It's very groovy, very groovy. The revival of the Uluru Games. This takes place in the 1990s, but not 1999. Yeah, timeline gets very complicated because, for context, I initially thought that Chapter 1 through 4 takes place. Chapter 1.1, the 1.1 event, is before the events of the game starts, and then Chapter 1.2 is after I thought that the 1.2 event took place after Chapter 4 and before Chapter 5. I was wrong, and that's why I started paying attention to the lore of the game. But yeah, this poster is made from translucent vinyl, aluminum, and has LED backlighting. And also, the story takes place I believe, in Australia. It has a lot of... And I really just like the theming. It's like an Olympic Games themed event. Because the Uluru Games are basically this world's equivalent of the Olympic Games, even though the Olympic Games also exist. And who is the star of this? None other than everybody's favorite boxing girl, Spathodia, with her iconic boxing gloves. This one is made from 3D resin, but I think the boxing gloves might be made from actual boxing glove material as well. And this is just another angle I took of Spathodia, looking down as we're looking up onto Spathodia. Yeah, she's very good. She has very good fire powers. And she's another one of my favorite characters to use in combat because she inflicts burn status onto enemies, which is nice. And one of her companions that she works with is a fire spirit named Ulu. I think it's Ulu, I believe. And then, and she can be scary to other people. And these are two companions. Ezra, who is a researcher at Laplace, and the only human character that you can actually play as in the game. Most other playable characters are some form of an arcanist, which are the characters who can cast the magic skills in the game. And then there's Spathodia, who's basically another one of my favorite characters. She's very defensive. She actually has a little Tamagotchi bird companion that she could summon, and when she has it out, it can counter enemies that hit her. And Spathodia can also buff her allies. She's a very good unit if you get her. One second, I got a drink. Yeah, I really like 1.5's patch as well, and I really like that we got to see Spathodia's boxing gloves. It's pretty cool. And then on to 1.6, Notes on Shiori. This is based on ancient China, and this was released during the game's half year anniversary. So 1.6 was released when the game had been out for about 6 months. And this is a scroll this is a UV print on a scroll. So it's pretty cool actually. And then we also had Jui's Tavern set, which included some nice pottery as well. So you can see the wood furniture here, and fox wood, and then ceramics for the jar and the 2 dishes right there. But you may be wondering, who's Jui? Well, this is Ju. She is the first limited time character in Reverse 1999, in which if you did not get her during the event, you would not be able to get her unless the event runs again, which it hasn't so far. So yeah, she was the first limited character in the game, and I managed to snag her, which is pretty nice. Onwards then, and we'll get back to Ju in a moment, because there was a cosplayer for Ju, an official cosplayer for Ju. But for now, let's continue. 1.7 Illusivan le Stelle. She gives off grandma vibes. Ju? Yeah, she does. Although her voice actress in English, it sounds cute. People say that it sounds cute without necessarily, like, sounding overly cute, like a natural cuteness to it. Anyways, 1.7. This is chapter 6. The title of the chapter is translated to "And the Stars Were Shining," which is also the name of a romantic aria from the opera Tosca. And this chapter and this patch has a lot of operatic themings, not just from Tosca, in the case of Isolde, but also from the costumes that were released in the patch. A lot of references and nods to Mozart's The Magic Flute and The Wedding of Figaro, and even some operas that I never knew existed, such as The Rose Cavalier, or I believe there was one other. There was one other opera, but I forgot about it. But yeah, it's very much opera theming. It was Vienna back in 1914, so yeah, it was only natural. And to go along with the Regel opera theming, this was a UV print on canvas and framed like a painting would. And you can see the opera stage right there. That's Isolde, the opera singer who I mentioned in the game, whose English VA also did the singing voice for. And yeah, this is also chapter 6 of the game. Very nice. And then there were not just one, but two other exhibit areas for this 1.7 area. So, first is Behind the Jewel. This is a device made from wood, metal, and wiring as well. This is one of the devices from the Foundation. I believe it was used, I don't know if it was used by Marcus or not, but Marcus was a character in the chapter, so I have a little image of him using some similar device. But if you take a look at the device real closely, like right here and right here, as you'll see on the next slide, you'll get to see, yeah, this is really cool. You get to see all sorts of details. I got really up close because I like to keep track of the lore in Reverse 1999 in terms of like what happened, and you never know when a clue could lead to a breakthrough in when things took place in the story. So you see the note right there. There's P1 plus P2 equals MV. You can see some text right here and here. And this is Marcus, who was introduced in 1.7 and was also another character. Marcus is an investigator for the Foundation. And by the way, so I'll move on to the next section now. And then this is the Instant of Eternity. This is the book that Marcus has that's seen whenever you Marcus's ultimate when you had him. It's made of wood, obviously, for the stand, and paper for the book. And there's a little magnifying glass. There's actually text on it. It's page 34, I think 35. I can't exactly read what it says in there. I don't know exactly what language it is in. If anybody here can read it, I'd be interested in finding out what this text says, but I have it here just because it's interesting. Marcus could probably read it right over there. After all, their arcane skill is being able to read the environment like a book, so it's only natural that they'd also be able to read this book as well. Anyway, moving on to 1.8's exhibit, Farewell Ryashki. This is more of a Russia-themed exhibit, and in terms of its place in the timeline, this is the earliest playable point we can go into within the game. So this takes place in Russia, I believe during the late 1990s as well, and takes place within the small town of Ryashki. And this poster is a UV print on coated paper and on stone brick, and you can see the bricks right behind it. Funny story with this as well, because initially when I came to check this out and take pictures, this description was not there. I ended up informing a staff member of this, and they corrected the issue, and eventually when I came back here later to take this pic, it was there. So yeah, that's the little story behind this. And then with Farewell Ryashki, there were also two other exhibit pieces. The first is Vila's belongings. Vila was one of the characters released in 1.8, and she's one of the other best healers in the game. More specifically, she has a very good burst healing. She can heal status ailments with her ultimate, grant Eureka and Moxie to other characters, and if she does not perform any actions in a turn, she'll automatically heal everyone for a small amount, which is very helpful. Vila, in terms of her story, Vila is a school teacher and Ryashki, and we can see some of her belongings. It's made from wood and horsehair with the brushes and the paints, and then her polyester hairband. And yeah, Vila likes the arts, she likes to teach, and this is also her from another angle. Not here, but also one of Vila's belongings is her signature accordion. If you've played through the event 1.8 or you've seen the 1.8 trailer, if you go on to Reverse 1999's YouTube, you might be wondering, how is Vila able to play the accordion? Simple. Vila is a half Rusalka, which is a type of mermaid. And playing the accordion was similar to how she used her Rusalka powers to move the waves around. So that's how she's was able to learn to play it easier, when other people said that it was very hard to play. But yeah, because she was a half Rusalka, she wasn't accepted by her Rusalka kind, nor was she accepted by most humans, but she was accepted at Ryaski and was given a second chance. And that's why she's a teacher there. I feel like this little bit, people know about it eventually, so yeah. It was more so spoiler at the time it released, but now it's more common knowledge. Anyways, the other 1.8 exhibit piece is called A Creative Study, or as I like to say, Winsong's Personal Belongings, because that was the other 6-star released with 1.8. Winsong is a ley lines researcher, and ley lines in Reverse 1999's were a dying study because you couldn't prove anything with them on their own. And Winsong was losing hope. But without spoiling too much, she finds that hope again when she comes to Ryaski. And so this includes a little telescope right here that's made of metal, but also made of metal and glass and wood are the two items in her case. A compass and a magnifying glass. So yeah, that's pretty neat. And it's pretty accurate too, because it was pointing north in the actual exhibit, even though the direction's more it's more southeast according to this one. Anyways, now on to the final exhibit, 1.9. You might have noticed I don't have the actual poster here, but I just have an image of it, because I also noticed in all of my images of that it was too reflective for me to use, so I did not use the actual image. But this is what the image looks like. I did not use the actual one that was the photo that I took of this. So this is an image screenshot of the actual image this poster was based off of, but this is not the actual poster shown. And 1.9 is the final main chapter currently available in the game, called Verismat. I believe it's German for lonely. And this was made with Chromalex print on aluminum. And along with this, we have ourselves Lucy the robot, made of this one being a resin 3D print, similar to Spathodia. And Lucy is I have to take a shower, but I'll probably be back. Yeah, don't worry, champ. Yep. By the way, if I'm not back here, there's a second stream link. Check the second stream link on the channel. I'll probably be there if the stream is over. So yeah, this is Lucy. She's the second limited unit in the game, and to make a long story short, Lucy is very overpowered. I also got her. I'm very glad I did. But let's move on to the bigger part of the 1.9 exhibit. Aside from Lucy, there is the big Laplace computing equipment sector, in which there's a lot of computing equipment. Very interesting computing equipment, in fact. So much that I will probably have to skim through most of it. Yeah, and there's a digital technology screen right there. But there are two interesting things that I enjoyed from this exhibit, that I thought were very interesting to others as well. First is this little clock up here. It ticked upwards backwards. It was like a little clock, and this is the clock you'd see in your little main menu area. Occasionally, they tell you the era. And then there was this little blob thing in this container. Now, it didn't do anything when I initially saw it, but later when I came back, as you see in the video, it started moving. Yeah, and it started moving in varying patterns. And I found that very interesting. You can also see the clock moving up, ticking upwards. I'll just play it again for all to see in case you missed that the first time. Yeah, that was pretty interesting, and I'm glad I stayed for as long as I did to make sure I caught that. And I think that's good. And then there were also, if I could just move on, here we go. These cute little, that was very cool, Rin, Dysphoria. And the last thing I want to show are these cute little like figurines on here. These were the models used in the actual game. So earlier in the 1.4 we saw Burton, we saw Regulus and Sonettos, and I believe Lilia's and Sophia's. But now we see some more characters. We have Medicine Pocket. We have X. I believe that one is Mesmer Jr., but I'm not too sure. Druvus III, Matilda, the Great Matilda, I should add. There's Spathodia in one of her alternate outfits. There's Lucy, even though she's black and not chrome. There's Isolde and Cacania. Then there's the villain, Arcana, and her other form as well. And they were all on top of this device right here. So that was very cute that they had those on display. Now, after this area, the 1.9 exhibit, we reached the point of no return. They didn't enforce this earlier, but it was more of a one-way trip. So once you got past this point, there was no way to come back. You could peek because there was a line that formed to the next area and then into the merchandise area all the way to the end. Earlier, I was able to get by here and then walk back. But afterwards, they were a little more strict in enforcing the policy. So yeah, shall we? Alright then, let's peep over to through the point of no return. Past the point of no return is a little film screening area that played the trailers for the game and the different characters. In this case, this is the trailer for 1.4's patch, which is Chapter 5 of the main story. And it was displayed on this little easel. There was a couch and a nice chair to sit in, like a really nice, like fancy chair couch. As we see Regulus in this image, and you see how they're using live TV models, and then Lilia's there, and then there's the villain Arcana, who also makes an appearance in this patch and chapter. And then there's 37 and 6. And then afterwards we waited, and after a while we were I was let into the merchandising area, 2 people at a time in a line. So in the merchandise area, there was various merchandise we could purchase that you could get on the official Reverse 1999 merchandise website. There's stuff like paper postcards from 1.3. Matilda was a major player in the she was featured in the 1.3 story. And Leilani also got a nice costume, which she doesn't have any other costume, so that's nice. And then here are the some fake tickets based off of 1.7, each ticket based off an actual one of the costumes, which are illusions. And 37's based off of the Magic Flute, Papageno. Melania is based off of the Wedding of Figaro. Then Satsuki's costume is based off the Rose and Cavalier. And then Miss Moshan's costume is based off of... I can't read what that is, but it's another opera. And that was pretty neat. And then there were also these adorable plushies. For instance, there's a plushie of Matilda's Udimo, which are usually like the animal forms of the characters, or sometimes they're like the forms that represent them the most. So in Matilda's case, it's a little duck, and this plushie could be purchased at the event. You can see her little badge on the Matilda plush. And I positioned it so that it was sitting on top of a giant flat carbuncle. And this flat carbuncle came in a pizza box, which is cool. And then we got the Udimo of Sotheby, who is like a sheep with ram horns and this little rose. They're all very cute, but they're also pretty expensive to get, so I opted not to get any of these. And then there were also some more plush merchandising. There was a little finger puppet of Jessica that was seen in 1.2 story. It's a very cute one. And then we got some Udimos. It was for Zima, another one of the characters. This was also the bird companion of Zima as well. And then we got some Carbuncle. Some more Carbuncle plushies. Some of them, Carbuncles being the generic monster of the game. The generic like, creature. Yeah, the normal monsters that aren't humanoid, they're called critters. And some of them have their mouths open, like this, and some of them just have it closed. Like what I did previously. And then there's An Lee, dressed up in a cat suit, a la Super Mario 3D World. Which is also cute. And then from the merchandising section, and there were also some 3D acrylic stuff and some character badges as well. And in the second image right here, you'll see something called a shakeable suitcase. Now, give me a moment. This is, in my hand I have, is one of the shakeable suitcases I decided to purchase. It was about $16. So, hold on one second. Took one of the characters out. So, you hear this? Yeah, we're getting a little bit of ASMR here. It has these little characters from the game, and you can shake them, and the keychain was shaped like the spinning wheel you use to pull for more and summon more characters in the game, and you could clip it onto your backpack or bag or any other things, and the characters would shake and you could store them in it. There were 2 versions of this. Each one came with a different set of characters. And the case held together via magnets. It's on the bottom of the suitcase shaker. And so the one I got, it came with 37, Jessica Blonny, the Baby Blue, Necrologist, Centurion, New Babel, Rabies, and, well, there was one more. I was thinking, oh yeah, Poltergeist. This little ghost character. It looks like a sheet ghost. I may get the game and try. Yeah, Wolf. Yeah, definitely try out the game. It's pretty fun. And it's a pretty interesting time. And also there is a method to reroll for characters if you look well enough. So if you want to start with a particular character, you're more than welcome to do so. Anyways, let me put this back. But yeah, let's move on, because this is all stuff you could get on their website. You can get all of this previous merch from the official Reverse It 1999 merchandise website. But what is the exclusive merchandise from the event? Well, I'm glad you asked. There are 3 exclusive merchandising items. First are 8 exclusive character badges. They are for Vertin, Regulus, Sinetto, 37, Kakanya Isolde, Lucy, and Arcana. And they costed around $7 each. The acrylic charms, which are essentially keychains, of those same 8 characters. and they cost $15 each. And then a reverse 1999 towel, believe it or not, which costed $17 each. And there was a purchasing limit. You could only get 2 character badges per pattern, and 2 acrylics per pattern, and 1 towel. And they were limited too, so if they ran out, well, tough luck, you weren't able to get them. So that's also why I wanted to come early, because I was afraid if I came in later, got lunch, and then came in later, they would run out of these badges. But surprisingly enough, they had the badges I wanted. And then there were some special items. If you made any purchase, whether it's from these items or any of the other items you could purchase on their website that was available at the event, you would get a special commemorative ticket. If you made a $25 purchase or more, you got 1 of 7 random posters. And purchasing $50 gets you 2. And apparently, you could get as many. You can just keep making $25 $50 purchases separately, but you'd have to go back in line, and it was like a long line I was in to get to the checkout, to get to the counter where you bought the stuff. I was really hoping to get Regulus's poster, but I ended up not getting it. I'll show you what I got in a moment. So, when I got home, I took some pictures of the badges, and I decided to get the Regulus badge because I really thought this badge sort of suits Regulus. It's the Rockin' Apple, the Rockin' Pirate, the host of the pirate radio. And I felt like it really suited Regulus. Like, she would put this on her bag that she has. Whereas for the acrylic, I decided to get 1 of Kakanya, which I felt like fit a lot better because it was like a frame of painting. And I just felt it fit a lot more for Kakanya. And there's a little keychain right there for it. And then this is the commemorative ticket that I got for making any purchase. As you can see here, it's pretty neat. There's a little fake barcode. I don't know if this is a real barcode. It tells you the location where it took place and when it took place. It's really neat. And the poster I ended up getting was the one for Druvis III. And in the moment, I really wanted to get the one for Regulus. I tried to make a trade. But in hindsight, I really liked this poster. And one other thing that I really enjoyed about all the merch, I was worried about when I get home that the merch might get dirty or be on the way there if I happen to drop it. But thank goodness, every piece of merch here, as you could probably tell from the previous images, maybe with the exception, well, the Matilda plushie, that was just for display, and same with the carbuncle, but most other pieces of items were wrapped in protective foil, so that way the merchandise would not get soiled on the way there. And I appreciate that. That's really one thing I liked about the merchandise that was being sold at the event. Anyway, let's move on. While I was waiting to get my merchandise, I passed by and signed the Wall of Wishes. This is basically writing your message to wish the game in good luck for the next year and thanking it for this year. This is what the image looks like, by the way, and here's another image right here. The right side of the wall had a lot of fun stuff. Most of them were written in character by other characters in the game. For instance, most of them were. Some were not, but most of them were. For instance, this one is Let Regulus Get All the Dr. Popper, which is basically the legally distinct version of Dr. Pepper. But they couldn't use Dr. Pepper, so they just used Dr. Popper instead. But it's pretty much the same thing as Dr. Pepper. And then you see some other messages. Is I Hate Beans 37. That's a reference to Chapter 5. And then someone's wanting Arcana playable, who's the villain, who's not playable. And then the TV always prevails, which was written by TTT, who is a girl inside a TV. She's I believe a poltergeist. And then there's a message, I will brave the storm. And then there are some other messages. This one's actually from John Titor, and it's written in hex code, as John Titor tends to say all their lines of dialogue in hex code. So I translate the hex code, and it says, survived 367 days, which is how long the game was at the time. And then Gung Fei Fat Choi. It's a reference to Marcus and her character trailer. It's become a meme. Then were the Matilda dupes. Oops. Fun fact, you got Matilda for free, but you did not get any dupes until recently, when they gave a Matilda dupe during the 1.9 first year anniversary event. Snyder come back, I'm not going to delve into that too much. Just please bless me with a 5-star Lilian. Then Matilda dupes. Dupes win. Duck Lady Supremacy, because Matilda's Udamo is a duck. And then we have, of course, the iconic meme, so you have a mother, which is said by Regulus. It's become a meme because it's been seen in the trailer. It's one of those iconic reverse 1999 memes. And it's right here, right next to a drawing of New Babel. And then this is Medicine Pocket was here, which I liked. And then the left side of the Wall of Wishes had basically stuff from fans of the game. And there were some neat drawings I saw. Someone drew this pic. I don't know who it was specifically, but someone else drew Marcus enjoying her book. And I believe that's cake. I'm not sure if it's anything specific. But here is what I drew for my wish on the board. Let's get it on today and every day, which is basically one of the lines that Regulus says when you're in the main menu and you have Regulus as the person who you have in the main menu. And I really like that line, and it's really inspiring. And then off to the next era is another line from first 1999, from the start of the game actually, not actually featured in the game, but it's more so, I kind of find that let's continue to do our best, and then let's keep going to bigger and better things. And I signed myself as MonoNextVT, that's my Twitter handle, and then I drew a little image of me. I tried drawing, thank you Rin, I tried drawing this with gold. They had a bunch of Sharpies you could use. I tried a gold one, it didn't quite work out. It wasn't bright enough, so I tried a silver marker. It still didn't work. So I tried a third time with another silver marker, and this time it did work, and that's what you're seeing here. Anyways, let's move on to the cosplayers before we go to checkout, because this is going to be relevant, trust me. So there were a couple cosplayers. You saw Soneto's cosplayer as we were going in for the first time. But there is also a cosplayer for 37, and these are all official cosplayers, by the way. They were only here on the first day of the event, if I remember correctly. And then that's Jew's cosplayer. And then here's another one of Jew's cosplayer, right within the 1.7 exhibit, not 1.7, 1.6 exhibit, this is where the character was initially released, so I'll show that again. And you can see the chair a little better. And then this one is of Isolde from in the 1.7 exhibit, where Isolde was first released. Yeah. I'll show that again one more time. You love the cosplay, it's so pretty. Yeah, they're really nice. Anyways, I'm gonna move on. Here are 3 more cosplayers I got. This is one of Verton, holding her suitcase and her umbrella, her trusty suitcase, which is plot relevant in the game. And then this is of... sorry, this... I have to mute it. I forgot to mute that one. So this one is of Kakan... yes, the cosplayer for Kakanya that I got near the end. Yeah, these are official cosplayers for the event. And then this one... oh, I forgot to mute that one as well. This one is the cosplayer of Regulus, who's one of my favorite characters in the game. Yeah, I found that one really cool. This one I got as I was leaving, and as you can see, there was a little miniature apple, and Dr. Pepper as a reference to Dr. Popper. Yeah, it was pretty cool. But let's get back to, I just bought all my merchandise, and I was about to get ready to leave. But remember that car sticker I mentioned getting all the way back at 10 AM for being the first person there? Remember this one? Remember? Well, unfortunately for me, I realized I must have lost the sticker. I couldn't find it anywhere. And I didn't have a bag, mind you. I was just checking the stuff that I got, the merchandise that I got. I held it on right up till the merchandising section, and that's where I sort of realized I lost track of it. This is fine. And this was really, and I was just really nervous because, it was because getting to the event gift items. When you got to the checkout, you got a free bag for attending. You got a free postcard if you posted onto Twitter or Instagram, which I did. If you were on Twitter, you would see one of my posts. And then the car stickers, however, you would get for posting on the Discord, which I do. However, it's random which one you get, and there's 6 of them. I got Kakanya, I've seen 37 Apple, but there's also one for Sonetto, there's one for Lucy, there's one for Isolde as well, and I really wanted to get the Kakanya one. Thankfully, one of the cosplayers who was at the checkout area were able to help me. The Arcana cosplayer, Kusakos, to the rescue! They were really kind, they helped me through figure out how to how to post it onto Twitter specifically. I already had the hashtags ready prior, so it was pretty easy, but I told them about my situation, and they allowed me to get a Kakanya one for free in addition to one other random one. Kusakos was very nice, and they helped me through. And on another note, if you happen to go to a convention with cosplayers and they're dressing up as video game or anime characters, be careful about mentioning spoilers regarding their character, because Kusako, yeah, I got it back. That's good. And I'll show you the sticker I eventually got. Yeah, happy ending. But back to what I was saying. I made a joke about something spoiler related to their character, thinking they knew about it, but they did not realize that. Although they said they did, they just they got spoiled on social media about it accidentally. But I just felt so guilty because I thought I spoiled it for Kusa, and I do not like spoiling other people. I've been trying to refrain from spoilers a lot of the time. But yeah. If you see a cosplayer at a convention and you talk to them, careful about mentioning spoilers regarding that character, as they may not always know about stuff that happens to the character they cosplay in. But anyway, Kusa was very nice. They helped me through, and I made a post on it on Twitter if you saw. So I would like to thank Kusa again for helping me through my whole situation. Now everything's all right. Whoops. Yeah, everything's all right. Everything's all right. Now, after the event, context again, I had not drank anything since I left the portal for the event and to walk all that way to the event. So I was thirsty, and as a result I was sort of low on brain power as well, and I hadn't eaten anything since I left Mystria either. So I was hungry, like this dog over here. You're trying. I don't know if it's a love bite or I don't know what it is, but regardless, I was hungry, I was thirsty, I needed something to eat before I could walk all the way back to the portal. And thankfully, there was a Jack-in-the-Box that just so happened to be north of there that I could go to without having to cross any streets. Convenient. Speaking of water, yeah, make sure to drink plenty of water. Yeah, so this is was my first time eating at a Jack-in-the-Box, and what I didn't know is that they had this cool order kiosk there where you could pick what you wanted and specify what you wanted, whether you didn't want certain items on your meal or not. And so I ended up ordering the Jumbo Jack combo, a medium Jumbo Jack combo with fries and a medium water, because I really needed the water more than the soda that day. Yeah, so I got some fries with that, and thankfully there were no seagulls to steal the fries. Although I would be the nice guy to share some of my fries with the birds if they so wanted it. Anyways, this was my order. I posted it onto Twitter as well, and I also posted onto Blue Sky as well. Most of my posts were posted onto Twitter and Blue Sky. So I got a plain Jumbo Jack burger, or just the bun and the meat. That's typically how I roll. And then I got some fries, and you can see my drink. Oh, I guess the drink covered. Sorry, Sophia. Anyways, and there I also took pictures of the remaining merchandise that wasn't wasn't in the plastic. Of course, there's the bag. I took a pic from all four sides. So there is the front of the bag with the image similar to the Wall of Wishes. There's the QR code for the game on the back. And then there's a cute little pic of Regulus and the first year anniversary, and a little description that was nice. And then the umbrella. This umbrella will be merchandise you can purchase, and I won't spoil it too much. Oh, hello, Gooey. Yeah. If you're enjoying the stream so far, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already to see more stuff like this. Like me talking about my trip to the Reverse 1999 exhibition. Anyway, this is the bag. This was the postcard I got for posting onto social media. So this is the front of the postcard, and then it had a back, like with a little stamp on it as well. And here are the first anniversary car stickers I got it. I got the Kakanya sticker. This was the one I got originally, and then Kusa thankfully gave to me for free in addition to this 37 sticker I got randomly as well. And I don't even have a car. I don't even know if cars exist in Mystria. Yeah, they don't even exist in Mystria. But I got them anyways, because I loved the game. So yeah, in conclusion, I really loved the Reverse 1999 event. And I loved reading all of those. Yeah, thank you. All of this art, by the way, the sticker art, this is stuff posted on Twitter by the official Reverse 1999 Twitter account. They have these little sticker emote packs you can download onto your Google Drive. They're not mine, by the way. They're from the Reverse 1999 Twitter. So check that out if you're interested. But yeah, I enjoyed time. I met a lot of great people. I had a lot of fun. I was very intrigued at seeing all the merchandise. And if one happened to be near in that similar area, I would definitely go there again. Because a lot of the events were outside the region. Like, one of them, I believe, was in Korea, I believe. I think another one might have been in China. I'm not too sure. But yeah, I would definitely go there again. And I'd recommend going there if you get an opportunity to do so. Anyways, thank you all for listening. And like, I see you, Rin. I see you customize your stream avatar at long last. Alright. Let me just get rid of this presentation. Cast. And there we go. Oh. Let me just... It's invisible for you, right? Oh. I'm viewing this in real time, so... Yeah. Thank you for sharing with us. You're welcome. And this is not all today. I will be doing, as soon as the stream is over, for Croft Manor. This will be a separate stream, so give me a second. I'm going in and editing the stream date right now. Because I initially had it as just a placeholder that I had to adjust before I did the presentation, and now I'm adjusting it again. So I currently have it at 4:15 now. So I will be ending this. But I will be providing the link in the description in the chat for you to go to. I can't do it naturally. Can't do it manually, but I can do... GUI has a certain command that allows me to do so. So, GUI, next stream. I believe this is the magic words. If you would be so kind as to provide the stream link. Yeah, so make sure to head on over there if you're wanting to see my next stream, which isn't going to be in a couple minutes. And so, please bear with me as I set up the next stream, because I have to put the chat in my chat box again, and I have to set everything up again. But I will be streaming Croft Manor, from Tomb Raider Anniversary, and this will be my first ever time playing a Tomb Raider game, so this is going to be pretty exciting. So yeah, I am going to say for now, for those who are wanting to join, make sure to click on the link to go to the next stream and wait for it to be ready. But if you have places to be, I understand, and for those of you who have places to be, I hope you have a very nice evening. Spooky, yeah. Well, Croft Manor is technically not spooky, but it's the closest thing I can get to a haunted manor as I am comfortable getting to right now. Anyways, I'm going to mute the music for now. Where is it? There we go. I've muted the music. And I hope you all have a very nice rest of your day if you're unable to stay. And if you are able to stay, I'll see you at the next stream. Have a good one, everyone.